Welcome back. Continuing the news in this evening's health report, Shamela Pullen looks at heartburn.
Heartburn is a pain in the chest that worsens after eating in the evening or when lying down or bending over.
And it's a very common condition. Depending on what you're eating, you may experience the symptoms. It could be very simple as having sodas or having caffeine or having chocolate. Eating too much and overfilling the stomach and going to lie down within 2 hours of eating, for example, might be a trigger. Certain medications can also precipitate it. So there are different things. It may be a structural condition like a hiatal hernia, where you have weakness of the sphincter muscle at the top of the stomach and it predisposes you to having food coming back up. So different things can cause that burning or heartburn or reflux.
Heartburn can lead to serious complications. It can also worsen conditions like asthma.
So if it's a long duration of time and a lot of acid, it can cause a lot of scarring, what we call erosive esophagitis, and that can heal with fibrosis or scar tissue at the lower part. And once you get scarring there, the gullet can't expand, so you get obstruction to food. You may have difficulty swallowing, for example. Rarely, you have a condition called Barrett's metaplasia or Barrett's esophagus, where the lining of the esophagus starts to change and increases the risk for cancer of the esophagus. But this is not common, but these are the complications associated with long-standing reflux.
Heartburn diagnosis is based on symptoms and the medical history of the affected person. A treatment plan is usually developed by the healthcare provider after diagnosis.
There are some medications that can be used, addressing the components, for example, cutting back on the foods that contribute to it, cutting back on medications if possible that also contribute to it. Some antacids are maybe useful in the short term. Over-the-counter antacids, for example, can be used. There are medications called proton pump inhibitors, which are antacids which cut back on the amount of acid and allow healing as well, or medications which can help to empty the esophagus, propel food in one direction. Sometimes surgery may be necessary if there is a hiatal hernia, but this is reserved for very severe cases.
With our health report, I'm Shamela Pullen, wishing you good health.